Welcome everyone to Time to Listen. KJ and I want to continue the conversation that we ended on concerning homophobia. One of the things that we have been discussing is why is it so hard why is it such a problem, should I say, to disagree with. If you disagree with a gay person, it seems like it's just an all-out attack. We see it on the news. We see it in entertainers. If someone said something, even when, we see it when people say, oh, they use the N-word, and then all of a sudden it has to be a public apology or what have you. I get it. I understand it. But even in everyday conversation, it feels like sometimes you're under attack if you disagree.
Right.
And so we want to continue that discussion, and we invite you to have your opinion, to share your opinion with us, and give us insight on some truths that you know of, because we're here to learn. We're here to come into understanding with everyone. So have you ever had a situation where you just said something and all of a sudden you were under attack?
Yeah, actually, it was someone. I had asked a question. I'm trying to think of the question. I think it was, what is gay rights? I think that's the conversation that started, and this was a time ago. So when it kind of first really started coming to light of, gay rights and the protests and all that stuff. So I asked this person, so what is gay rights? Because like we discussed before, you have different answers. And the person said straight people are stupid. Now I'm just trying to get an understanding of, what it is from the source. Like, I'm not going to say he was the source, but I'm saying he's involved in the LGBT community. So I'm thinking he has more insight that he can share with me so I can be more aware.
Yeah.
So, but he literally, straight people are stupid. Now I'm offended.
Right.
Because I'm straight.
Right.
Now I'm offended, so I'm stupid because I'm trying to get an understanding.
Yeah, and that's one of the reasons why we even have this podcast, because it's like we need to get an understanding. Overall, we all need to have an understanding.
Just to better understand each other.
Yeah, and I've had that, a family member just walked in the door one day and said, gay people are stupid. I mean, straight people are stupid. And I was like, what? I said, I'm not stupid. And it was like, well, I'm just saying in general. No, you're not stupid. Oh, you're not saying I'm. But you put everybody. You put everybody in that same category because you've had a bad experience or somebody said something, and then all of a sudden you're saying straight people are stupid. So it's like So and it wasn't a real argument, but my comeback was that. Then why do you want the same rights as straight people if they stupid? Because I don't understand that. See, that was a problem with me. So I took it as an offense, and then I said something maybe I shouldn't have said because it didn't help the situation.
Right.
But when you ask a question, sometimes it's an offense to ask a question. Questions are just questions. Either you have an answer or you don't. You can't get mad if you don't know. Just say, I don't know.
Yeah.
If I don't know something, I don't know. Even if somebody say, well, you should know. If somebody asks me about parenting, because I'm a parent, and it's a question that I don't know, I'm just going to say, I don't know. And they say, well, you should know because you're a parent. I'm sorry. I just don't know. But to be attacked, to be talked to badly because we have two different opinions,
it's wrong. And then that's when you become homophobic, which by definition now is not the fear of, but the prejudice against a homosexual person. So I should be able to have an opinion, or you say for instance, they ask me a question. Oh, hold on, I got it. I had a friend who recently asked me my thoughts about gayness or homosexuality and God and sin and how sin, and how I cannot think of what it is right now. Let me get my thoughts together. But anyway, no, it was talking about how, how could you say you going to heaven and you gay? And because when she asked this other person that, they told her what the Bible said. It said that, a man should not lay with a man. So her friend responded with that, and she got offended. She's not gay, but she got offended because she has gay people in her life that she cherishes, and she's like, no, they have a right to go to heaven, and the Bible is the Bible. Right. He responded to her from a Bible, and then she attacked him. How I come in, she asked me the same question. I went right back to the Bible. Now, that's not saying that I don't love people in the LGBT community. I do. I love them. I don't support their lifestyle, but I love them. I don't see them less as a person. I just don't support it. So just because I don't support your lifestyle, don't mean that you can attack me. Right. It don't mean that I don't like you, and it don't mean that I'm scared of you. It doesn't mean I have a prejudice against you. It just means I don't agree with that. Right. I don't. Even if you say something, it don't even have to do with. It don't even have to do with the actual fact of homosexuality and all that it entails. It does. Sometimes it can just, you have a separate opinion about something in general that has nothing to do with the LGBT community, and because that person is gay, then you attacking them because they gay when that had nothing to do with it. Yeah. Like, it's crazy. Like, everything is so political correct. Everything is so sensitive. Like, even real facts, you can't even tell them no more, because then now you the enemy, you against me, and that's not the case. Right. So it's like you have to be careful in your conversations. You have to be careful what you're saying. And I see so much of it around us in society. It's like, be careful what you say, because they are powerful people. They have risen up, so and if you say something contrary to their belief, then you're the enemy and you're wrong, and you will be shut down or attacked or whatever. Yeah, and it's like, that's crazy. Why can't we? And this is not. I don't see the gay rights as civil rights. Number one. I don't see that, because it's this is not the same. This is my opinion, and other people may have a different opinion, but this is my opinion. I don't see it as being the same, but I do see, like, the hatred and stuff like that. I see that, and I get it. But far as we can't have a conversation, I have to be careful in our conversation, because I might offend you. Then if you ask me a question about religion, and if I'm a religious person, of course I'm going to go to my religious resource. If you're a Christian, you go into the Bible. So if you go to the Bible and you say, well, this is what it says, now you can argue with me about your opinion about what it says. Like I said, they have a right to go to heaven too. That's going to be between them and God, because I have nothing to do with that. Right. I have nothing. If this word is established in this book, and if I'm a follower of that word, that's the way I believe.
So you're gonna be against me because of the way I believe, but in return, and then you turn around and say, I have to be for you because of your beliefs. I have to be all right with the way you believe, and I should celebrate your beliefs. But you're gonna beat mine down.
Yeah.
That can't work.
Yeah, it's very double standard. I know that's
Yeah.
not a word, but it's such a double standard, and it's kind of sad. Like, hey, so I have a friend who is transgender and very political, very involved in the LGBT movement. I know there's more letters added, but I can't say all of those because I'm going to get confused. And so, but you know what I'm talking about,
yeah.
LGBT community, and very, like, passionate. I've yet to met someone seriously as passionate as this person, like, I swear. But the approach is different. It's not attacking, like, gives facts, gives hey, like, it's a thing with pronouns. I don't know about that. I'm not involved in it. I don't even do research on it. You know, things with the pronouns.
Mm-hmm.
Wanting to be called he, she, or I don't know, like, I'm not educated in it. Politely would tell you, I prefer the pronoun he.
Mm-hmm.
And but don't be rude with it. It's not rude or anything, and we'll give you a history lesson. will seriously. So I can say it's different spectrum. It's people on different spectrum, but sometimes even the people on the more mature spectrum are the ones that's more involved and the ones that want people to know and want people to have an understanding of, you know, their life and their life choices. Sometimes even they can be like, oh no, you know what, you don't agree with me, you know, and it becomes, it still becomes the attack on the person who is in opposition of them,
right,
or lifestyle or thought process or whatever the case may be. And sometimes it's like I get annoyed with it. Like, I really do get irritated because it's like, it's not that I don't love you. It's not that I can't, you act like I'm sitting there like judging you, and I'm like, no, you live your life. Like, whatever you do, that's don't have nothing to do with me.
Right.
But you're not gonna force your beliefs, your thoughts on me, or try to change my opinion or my mind, like attack me just for the mere fact of not just disagreeing with you.
Right. Because that becomes an argument, and in any argument, we can have a discussion. But arguments are just arguments with two people with two different opinions, and they're going after each other and not really trying to come into a good place of understanding. They're just I'm trying to prove my point. They're trying to prove theirs, and it's just going back and forth.
Right,
nothing is resolved in an argument. Nothing is really dissolved in a debate. A debate is the same thing. It's just a calmer argument. I'm going to give you my points, and they're going to give theirs. But if we want to understand it, we want to have a conversation. That means a conversation is you're listening to what I have to say, and I'm listening to you. And then we still, at the end, we can agree not to agree.
Yeah.
But at least I understand where you're coming from. I can't fear you or be afraid to ask you something and fear that it's going to be an offense, or you're going to attack me and attack who I am. I always say to people that my family, we are overachievers. Anything that can happen in a family happens in ours. Anything that, I said, people have asked me, or